Good afternoon, everyone. This is Norvell Central coming back at you with another YouTube video. At this time of the recording, I have 529 subscribers, and I just want to thank everyone for all the love and support. If you could, just be sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content. If you have not followed my Instagram account at Norvell Central or my Twitter account at Central Norvell, I have included a link tree at the bottom of the video's description so that you can follow those accounts. My Instagram account currently has 11,624 followers, and my Twitter account has 2,245 followers. I did share some great news on my Instagram account. I am officially a SeatGeek ambassador. SeatGeek is a ticket app that takes the confusing out of buying tickets, and they put a 0 out of 10 score on each ticket to know if you're getting a good or bad deal. Green meaning good, red meaning bad. Plus, when you use my promo code Norvell Central, you get $20 off of your ticket purchase. You got to click the link at the bottom of the video description so that you can download the app. And then you can be able to buy those Florida State and LSU tickets for next season. It's going to be a huge game, and you don't want to miss that. So please go down below and try to buy those tickets early. But let's go ahead and get into the reason why you are watching this video. Yesterday morning, Florida State junior wide receiver transfer Micah Pittman, he went on Twitter and stated the following. Let's just say that we ain't done yet. He had the eyeball emoji. Everybody loves the eyeball emoji now. Go Noles. About 30 minutes later, he tweeted another tweet and said, I got to be a top 5 recruiter. They got rankings for players now, ? But it didn't even stop there. As Florida State graphic designer Clayton Campbell, fans know him as K-Camp, he is now working as the freelance creator and graphic designer for the Volume Sports. And he tweeted out a Batman signal GIF on Twitter about 1 p.m. Eastern time yesterday. And some fans may shrug off the notion, it doesn't really matter with K-Camp posting the Batman signal, but it's really effective when he does it. I mean, the last time that we did this and he posted a Batman signal GIF, we landed UCF transfer Tatum Bethune, and that was a huge linebacker pickup for us and the staff, and I thought that was really key for Florida State to be able to get that commitment. And it looks like it's only a matter of time before Florida State adds another dynamic weapon to the team. And in my opinion, I believe that the Seminoles are still looking to get some positional needs that they really need, like quarterback, running back, offensive tackle, and maybe even another defensive end. And if you even want to include tight end, I think that can be another situation where Florida State's really trying to hone in and really think about different things going there. But the quarterback position, I know they really want to be selective with a lot of backup options. I don't think they want to necessarily rule Jordan Travis out. They think Jordan Travis is the answer. And Tony Tokarts has always said in his press conference earlier, he thinks that Jordan Travis is the answer as well. Kenny Dillingham was very high on him. Mike Norvell is very high on him. Even Coach Atkins is very high on the new OC that transferred from offensive line to offensive coordinator. So all of these guys really think that he's good, and they really do have a firm belief that A.J. Duffy is going to be a really, really good player in the next couple of years, but it only takes time for certain things, and Tate Rodemaker has a strong arm. So maybe they go after one, maybe they don't. I think the right opportunity has to present itself. At running back, with Jayshon Corbin going to the NFL draft, that's another situation where Florida State's got to figure out what they got to do in certain positions there. I think Lawrence Toafili is doing a good job, and I think that he is a dynamic weapon, but he's got to stay healthy. He's got to get bigger and stronger and faster. He showed a little bit of flashes here and there. He had that 75-yard touchdown against Clemson, and it was a miraculous play, but we got to see if he can stay healthy throughout the season. And Trayshawn Ward, they loved him from the start. He was a walk-on player that converted into a scholarship, and now he is the lead back, per se. And now you're seeing a lot of opportunities there. Can he bolster most of the bigger loads? You saw later in the season he didn't really play as much as he did earlier at the beginning, and that was because of a hamstring issue. And you're hoping that the hamstring issue, tightens up and everything kind of works out there. But, we'll see how it plays out there. And offensive tackle, I think that's a huge need for Florida State as well, because you have Darius Washington, you have Robert Scott, those two tackles there, and you also have guys like Lloyd Willis, Bless Harris, the list goes on and on. Even Rod Orr that I think can contribute at a high level. And then you're bringing in those talented freshmen like Julian Armella, Jalen Early, Quayshawn Sapp, guys like that I really think that could be successful. But I do think that they need that proven tackle, kind of like Devontae Love-Taylor was for them at tackle, and then he moved to guard his senior year. I think that they need another offensive tackle if they can get him. If they can't, that's okay. It's not a huge need. But I think right now it's just gravy right now with some of these transfers they've gotten, and I think the receiver position is one position I thought that was kind of worrisome, but now it's not as worrisome anymore. And the last one is defensive end. I think they could use another defensive end. You know, you have Jared Verse on one side. You're kind of figuring out what you got to do with Derek McClendon, Quayshawn Fuller, Dennis Briggs. The list goes on, but you're trying to figure out what they need at that defensive end position. I do think that Dennis Briggs probably fits the best at the Fox position, but he did have that season-ending injury against Louisville with a bad chop block there at the end. But we'll see how that plays out. But I think that another defensive end added to this roster, I think, could really be beneficial. And just to even soften the blow of Keir Thomas and also Jermaine Johnson being, going to the NFL and extending their eligibility. But Florida State, they landed 9 transfers, and they're going to continue to add transfers to this roster. And whether you like it or you don't like it, I think that transfers are the best thing for this program right now. I don't necessarily think it's a Band-Aid for some of the recruiting failures that they had so far as a staff, but I do like where they go with some of these transfers, and they're bringing in a lot of experience, a lot of production so far in the college game. And I think Mike Norvell and the staff understands what they have to do. They have to bring a veteran presence to the locker room, and I think it can only benefit this program going forward. Sooner or later, they're going to go towards transfers in terms of what Alabama's doing right now. As you know, we need a receiver, so we're going to go out and get Jamison Williams. You know, we're gonna bring veteran pieces and elite pieces in. They even did it with Jamar Gibbs going into this transfer cycle. So I desperately think that Mike Norvell is going to figure it out eventually. He's going to lessen and less these transfer portal, but a transfer portal is the way of college football right now. So it's just something you have to deal with as a program and as a staff. But eventually, I think Florida State will kind of lessen their numbers. I know it's been about an average of 8 transfers per cycle since Mike Norvell came in. Pretty good so far, pretty good production of what they've got so far. And you've even seen it with Jermaine Johnson and Keir Thomas last season. So we'll see how it plays out for the rest of this cycle and what we're going to play. Maybe we get 3 or 4 more transfers. The drop add date was Monday, so that was a big thing for Florida State going forward there is if a transfer wants to come in now, there's going to have to be some going through some processes and getting through and getting some finish lines there. But I think that Florida State could be able to add a couple more transfers and even a couple more recruits if they want to. But will Mike Norvell and this staff be able to land another transfer pretty soon? And I think the answer is yes. I think they probably will add another transfer, and we'll see who that transfer is going to be. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for watching my video today. I hope you all enjoyed the video discussing some of the smoke that's coming around some of these transfers that Florida State may be acquiring in the next couple of days. Be sure to leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about the video and who you think this transfer might be that they're giving Batman signals to. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. And as always, go Noles.